Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm really excited because I got this TRD Pro cleaned up, and that was after this week where I had fluid film level 3 applied to pretty much everything you could apply it to. So if you saw my other video about a month ago where I was cautioning you to look into fluid film if you are in the great salty north, still time. But those leaves, they have turned and they will fall, and the snow will come down. And you may say to yourself, hey, I just saw my local weather forecast. Doesn't look like it's going to be a really terrible snow season. It will be a terrible salt season. Trust me. We can get hardly any snow, but if it goes below a certain temperature, we are going to be having salt brine, salt put down. It's just something that municipalities do for safety. It is what it is. We can't really change it because there's not really too much else you can do around here. What you can do is protect your vehicle. So this has 10 mil PPF. It has ceramic coat on top. That's going to protect your vehicle from stone chips, make it look nice. These are covered. I have a film coating on here that protects the windshield from chips. These are very prone, pretty upright windshield. But underneath is really where these things have issue. So I want to show you this. This is the TRD suspension. Pretty obvious telltale with the red on there, the Fox shocks. Now, this is pretty straightforward here, the plastic underlay. But if you're seeing that glossiness, that's just glossy. It's not a black tinted coat to it. It is just a clear application of the fluid film on this vehicle. So you'll see it goes on the frame, it goes underneath, it goes onto your underneath the skid plate, and you get all of that as you go through. Now, I had a level 3, which meant that they went in to all the spots where they could on here where the drain holes are and applied it. They also put it in here everywhere they could to get into all these crevices on the vehicle, and remove these, put them back on. They took the taillights out and they sprayed everything within here to get a good coating on there. That'll only ever be done one time on this vehicle. Next year, the basically update coat, reapply coat is a quicker quicker process. And what they do is they go through the underside to make sure it's okay. So you'll see all this metal has that clear coating. The smell was kind of noticeable the first day. It usually is. It's not really noticeable, but if you look underneath, all of this has oil, the oily look to it. So you go underneath, look how clean everything is. They took some pictures right as they were doing it, and I'll attach those. It's very nice of them to do. They're not allowed to really have anyone in their shop, and I respect that. But underneath here, this whole vehicle, see, there's not like an undercoating where everything is like a dark, rubber black. It's not that. It's a clear. And since this whole thing has been done from new, I will continue with this clear. Also part of that level 3, they took the spare down, they went underneath there, they got every little crevice on there. So I feel really good that as much as can be gotten by fluid film has been gotten. The other thing that I really like in here is that they went on here and they got all in here with the fluid film up into the gate. And I've seen tailgates on these that have not been treated having some discoloration in like the motors, and I plan on keeping a vehicle. I don't want it to, I mean, I want it to be someday 35 years old and my son loves it because it's his dad's old 4Runner. I just don't want it to be compromised and crusty underneath. And they've done all that. So what's funny is then I went through today and with the PPF, the ceramic coat, they didn't wash it down because they knew that, you know, you have to do special, I used a special wash on this. So that was good because I was able to go ahead and wash it down and with the correct ceramic wash on here, clean it and get it ready. So I'm pretty pleased. This is something, if you saw the first video, you know, I wanted you to see how pretty much easy this looks. This does not look like something, I mean, you can see that wet underneath. The caution you're gonna have on caring for this is you don't, so during the winter, you know, you're used to spraying under here. You don't want to do that. And it's kind of counterintuitive. You're like, oh my gosh, no, I got to spray all that off. No, you want to keep all of that on there because even when that isn't as glossy and shiny after a year, there's still going to be enough on there to do the good work. The stuff in the crevices here will remain. And I think they'll spray into the crevices and the door edge bottoms and things like that. And it's always a good thing to just kind of have a little bit there where the water sits and everything. But you don't have to spray anything underneath. I'll wash the wheels. I'll wipe these down because these are plastic and I can get those pretty easily with a cloth. And I just like the functionality that it looks 100% bone stock, but you know it's protected and you know that you're going to be a-okay for the winter. And again, I hope we don't have a lot of snow. I didn't buy ski passes this year. But it's not that. It's the fact that we're gonna have a lot of salt brine down. No matter how much snow. If we get an inch, we get a quarter inch, we get flurries. If Pittsburgh is like everywhere else, and I'm pretty sure in the Northeast it is, they just lay the coating of salt and salt brine down to be safe. And it is what it is. So it's ready. It's ready for winter. I'm racking up the miles. I don't know if you've ever seen the one video where I had this thing for what, 3-4 months and I only had 1,000 miles on it. Well, that has changed. After a lot of trips and stuff, I have 8,287. I'll be at 9,000 by mid-November easily. I keep it up, I'll be at 10,000 by Thanksgiving, and that'll be its third oil change, second tire rotation, and just enjoy it, drive it. I'm not one who, I take care of my cars, obviously. I've been working on this all morning. That's dirty as heck, and that one's kind of dirty. But look, I don't know if you see that. This thing's filthy. It's absolutely filthy because I've been driving it. I've been enjoying it. I got to get it to 5,000 miles this season, and I have till December 14th to get the other 600 miles on it. I want to get a little more than that. I put 10,000 on it the first year. This one, I think I've got almost 3,000 miles on it, and that was with a good 2 months of it out of commission from the time I got it, waiting for the new brake parts and things like that, putting the new clutch in, the rear main seal, all that stuff. So anyway, I'm gonna drive this one tonight, have a little fun with it, and I might drive this one tonight. I don't know. I'm gonna put this one away because I'm gonna be driving this one a lot. This is good. I go from all my cars to one car in the winter, and I'm not complaining because honestly, I said it before, I could easily have one vehicle, it would be this. It's a great vehicle. These 5th gen 4Runners are everything everyone says about them, except for when they say they're slow. They're not slow, guys. They're really not slow vehicles. If you want to get on it, it will do what you need it to do. Your gas mileage will be suffering terribly, but you can, where people complain about these is when they're on a hill, and if you're not on the gas, it will slow down rapidly where other vehicles won't, and you really have to be revving on the engine on this 6. But it's okay, it can do it. It's just loud and it's thirsty when it does it. So, but it's able. It's a very capable vehicle. So I am fully ready for winter with this vehicle. I'm going to be interested to see, and the great tire debate. These came with a Nitto Terra Ridge grapplers. My 4Runner had the Dunlops on it, which were kind of good road tires, and then I switched very quickly to a set of Falcon Wild Peaks, and I love those. Great in the snow, good wet traction as well. I've noticed the wet traction on these is, say, a little disturbing. I will tell you, it's I mean, there's a ton of tread on these, and I want to wear them to the cords, but I was half tempted to order a set of Wild Peaks for this, because I was going around a corner, normal speed, turning onto, from one road to another, and I went to give it a little bit of gas to, go there, and it lost traction. I mean, bad, like I was on ice, and that's pretty bad. It's really bad. So, not very pleased with the Nitto tires on this, but I can adjust my driving, and my gas mileage will get better. But I don't like that I have to adjust my driving because of the quality of the tires. Now, I understand with a Corvette I would have to do that, but this ain't a Corvette. This isn't something that is supposed to be babied in the elements. You're supposed to be able to get in this and not drive like a maniac, but I was just going a normal driving pace, nothing fast, and these lost traction. So not a real fan of the Terra grapplers given that one pretty significant factor, but we'll see. We'll go through the winter with them, and I'm gonna wear them. I just want to use them and get my money's worth out of them and take it easy. If I'm running into any kind of poor performance in the snow, because I know these aren't 3-peak rated, I'll be ordering a set of Wild Peaks, because Wild Peaks are just phenomenal tires. They're your kind of everything kind of tire. They can do rain, they can do highway. They're a little louder than these. I will say that these have a lot more highway comfort. But given the exhaust is so darn loud on this, it kind of doesn't matter. But just stay tuned for how I like these more. I will just go on record. I'm not impressed right now with the performance in the wet. So I do love the PPF. I do love the ceramic coat. I do love the front tinting on that window, and I do very much love the fact that this thing is protected with fluid film for the winter and for the life of this vehicle, which is great. It's good peace of mind to know that something you're investing in like this, and it's not an investment, but it's money, will stay as nice as it can. And so follow through. I'll do some update videos on that. I am seriously going to do the interior LED lighting on there, because I just want it. I like it. And I'm gonna pull this one in the garage, pull out whichever car I'm driving tonight, and I'm just gonna leave this sit in there and stay nice and clean for a few days, because it's been sitting out in the summertime. Yeah, because I put my $11,000 Celica in there, left my whatever 4Runner in there, but that's why that's not just a name, it's apt. So Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, interact. These 4Runners are special vehicles. Any of you folks, when I post something, I get a lot of comments. I get a lot of viewers that check this out. They're great. There's, you know, they're as good a vehicle as you're going to get, and now they're out of production. So I want to take care of this, make it last a good long time, and keep enjoying it. So you keep enjoying what you have, keep watching, reach out, and like, subscribe, and share. Have a great day.